Gamers, welcome back to more Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne for the Xbox Connect. Last episode, we made our way over to the Kabuki-sho prison after watching the mantra get totally owned. We also fought some dude on a motorcycle. In this episode, we're going to be making our way through this dungeon, which looks, pretty normal. I mean, this is just some, abandoned building. It's nothing crazy. How bad could it be? Apparently really bad, because look at all these enemies. This is a low-level enemy. Dude, you're from, the second area or something. Get out of here. Wow, we block electric because we're so good at the... never mind, we're not good at the game, but they're not doing... Oh, what? And poison? Ow. You even take poison damage when you're countering. That's kind of annoying. Let's get rid of that. I would expect nothing less from Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, though. That's a classic Nocturne moment. And that's a classic dodge right there. So we're going to make our way through here. I said last time that I was probably going to pull up a guide, and then I realized that guides are for cowards, so I'm not going to do that. Hehehe, Gozu Tenno is gone. This prison now belongs to Mizuchi. I feel like torturing those mannequins in the Mirage. I think I'll go do that right now. The demon disappeared. Well, that looks out of place. Mysterious wall. There is no response. You need something to activate it. Well, we don't have that something, so I guess I'll just leave. Hey, what's in this door? Oh, a stairway. That's cool, but I'd really like to go through that Mirage. I guess we should just leave. You could hear a voice coming from somewhere. What's the matter? Does it hurt? If you can't even tolerate this, you'll be dead in no time. You want me to stop? You really want me to stop? Well, too bad. I think he's fine. Phew, I think I'll let you off on that for today. Since I've got this little doohickey, I can come and go into the Mirage as I please, meaning I'll be back. It's very convenient of him to just explain how his thing works. Who the hell are you? Wait, you couldn't be. You know who I am. I don't care. This is paradise for us ex-mantra. Whatever you did during the attack on Nihilo doesn't mean shit here. Well, we're fighting Naga. And we're dodging Naga. What, Naga, you're usually electric-based? That sounds fine. Maybe fireworks on you. It does. Super effective damage. And we actually have a lot of fire. In fact, fire is going to be a pretty useful element to have for this place, so I'm pretty happy to have that. You got the, you obtained the Amugi Stone. Yeah, now we could use it to go into the Mirage. So by using the Amugi Stone on one of these fancy mysterious wall mirror things, we can enter the Mirage. And this regular building will turn into... not a regular building. So, by interacting with the mirror things, we enter the Mirage and everything basically gets flipped upside down. And it's very trippy. And then a bunch of these stupid gold gates appear to block our path. So we gotta try to navigate this place, and it's not gonna be easy. Free us! Free me! I don't want to be sucked dry on Magatsuhi! I don't want to die! I can't take it anymore. Are we mannequins just made to feel pain? Yeah, so when they said this is like a torture prison, they weren't kidding. These guys, they don't look so good. Free us! Free me! I don't want to be... Oh, he's saying the same thing. Yeah! Oh, yeah! They're draining me alive! That could be taken another way. This is Kabuki-cho prison. The ex-mantra demons have now turned this... Strange, I thought someone was talking to me. Oh yeah, this is the person from the entrance. Now we're upside down. There's where the save point is. Or wait, or would that be this way? See, this is my problem. I'm already bad at directions, and now everything's upside down, and now I gotta keep track of that? What do you mean? Whatever, we'll figure it out. And we'll fight these Naga. Maybe we'll try to recruit one of them. While I'm doing that, Time to talk about question of the day. So, last episode's question of the day I thought went really well. We got some really good discussion going in the comments. I read all of your comments. It was really good, so I gotta come up with one that's just as good. Of course, last time we had two, which kind of, you know, made it double as interesting to engage with. But let's see if we can get Naga to join me before I say the question of the day. Taking all my money. You seem alright, but it ain't worth risking my life over. I've got a lot to do. Just take this and shut the hell up. Bro, you can't just take up... Bro, his face is so funny. Look at that face. Later. Honestly, if anything... Oh, hey, how's it going, buddy? Leave me alone. Yeah, that's how I'd be if this was my fate. I'd be like, you know what? Just forget it. But yeah, I feel like I should have come up with more detailed answers last time because I just kind of half-assed my answers for the question of the day. So I need to start thinking of those more in detail. Free us, free me! It's the same dialogue! Oh, hey, look, another of the mirrors. Yeah, let's interact with it. So for today's question of the day, we're going to keep it gaming focused. You know, this is a gaming channel after all. That doesn't mean every question of the day will be gaming focused, but, you know, just for now. Today's question of the day is, what is a game that you're Why are there Pretas here? Okay, back to the question of the... We missed two. Okay. The question of the day. Will I be able to say it? What is a game that your opinion has changed for the better over time? You know, maybe it's a game you, like, neglected a bit at first, or, like, the first time you saw it, you didn't think it was anything special, you weren't interested in it, but, you know, years later you played it and were like, oh man, I've been missing out this whole time. Or maybe you did play it and you're like, this game sucks, or I don't know, I don't know how I feel about this game. But then later on, maybe you played it again and were like, oh, actually, I think this game is really cool. And, you know, I like to keep these a little more, like, open-ended, because I think that makes for good discussion, so... However you want to interpret a game where your opinion has positively changed over time, you know, go ahead. I was thinking a couple for myself. I guess, you know, one example is... I played Rune Factory 3 on the DS in, like, high school, and I thought it was fun, but nothing too special. Then Rune Factory 4 came out on the 3DS, and a lot of my friends online, and even some family members, had all gotten the game, and they were all, like, hyping it up, like, oh man, you gotta play Rune Factory 4. And I was like, I don't know if I really want to get it. You know, I'm a poor high school student. I can't afford to just buy a random game. And I don't know if it'll really be that worth it. I mean, yeah, 3 was good, and I like it a lot. And nowadays, I'm very nostalgic towards it. And we also got to get over there to Jack Frost. But I was like, I don't know. How good can it really be, you know? Years later, they released the Switch version of Rune Factory 4. And they also released it on, like, other platforms. I believe it is on PS5 and Steam as well. And I ended up seeing it on sale, so I was like, oh, you know, that did a lot of damage. I was like, oh, I'll go pick it up. And then I got addicted to it. I was definitely missing out. I guess that's more of, like, I wasn't interested in the game and then became more interested in it later kind of a deal. So you kind of see this prompt is a little bit more open. I probably didn't explain it very well, but another example could be like, I remember when I got Disgaea 5. The original reason I got it is because my mom was like, hey, we need to buy you a Christmas present. And so a lot of times when I don't know what the heck to ask for Christmas, because it's like, I don't know, I'm an adult. I usually just buy things if I want them. So, like, when it comes to people asking me what they should get me for Christmas, it's like, I don't know. 1,000. You couldn't hear the rest. Cool, 1,000. So oftentimes I use that to ask for games that, like, I don't think I would purchase myself, but I'm kind of interested in, but I'm not going to take the risk and buy it kind of a thing. And Disgaea 5 was one of those games, because I had seen it on the eShop, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of neat. Maybe I'm interested in this. But then I kind of forgot about it until that whole Christmas thing came up. So I got the game later, and I feel like I played it for maybe about an hour. And I was like, I don't know if this is really for me. I didn't really get into it at first. I thought it was just kind of like, this is just kind of a mediocre strategy game. Whatever, forget about it. I think about 9 months later, I happened to see just like a random YouTube video about the game on YouTube.com. Are you guys familiar with YouTube.com? I don't know how familiar you are with YouTube.com, but I saw a video on the game talking about how cool and epic it was, and I was like, well, you know, maybe I missed something. So I went back, and this guy can't talk to me because he's got a big creepy mouth. It also can spawn more Pisakas. Was Pisaka? That I did not really pay attention. Yeah, Pisaka. He's using Sonic Boom. It's Sonic Wave, but you know. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Disgaea 5. And I was like, okay, I'll give the game another chance. And then I got far enough into the game where it just kind of clicked. Like, that game is filled with just so many systems. And hey, look, it's Jack Frost. The Monster's headquarters were deserted, so I came poking over here. But talk about scary, hee-ho. This place is the pits. It kind of does suck. You're kind of correct there, Mr. Jack Frost. Disgaea 5, I feel like specifically 5. The older games are a bit more simple, but Disgaea 5 is just like, it appeals to a very specific kind of person. That person is me. It just has so many different systems that all like feed into each other in like such interesting ways. And you like start interacting with one system, which leads to a different one, which enhances a different part of the game. And you just get in this endless loop of like numbers and enhancement. And it is just incredibly addicting for me. I guess those are more like games I gave a second shot at. And maybe I didn't really give them a fair shake at all to begin with. So, you know, your opinion doesn't have to be, like, negative to begin with. It could even just be a game you weren't even interested in, but later on you ended up becoming more interested in when you didn't think you were going to, kind of a thing. Again, I don't think I explained this very well. I'm kind of all over the place right now. Okay, so this is why I hate this dungeon. Because what am I doing? Where am I going? I always get lost. I guess we could jump this way now. This whole upside down perspective. I'm so confused. It probably doesn't help that I'm like also trying to talk at the same time. Okay, where do I go? Oh, hey, look, it's Jack Frost, but now he's upside down. We already have Raiju on our team, so we can't recruit him either, which is unfortunate. Heatwave still as mediocre as ever. Oh, Pisaka's weak to fire. Like I said, man, fire, very good in this dungeon, so make sure you have some fire moves. Make sure you have some wind moves for Raiju. Make sure you have all the elements. Don't be like me and occasionally just not have certain elements. Because you should have a lot of move coverage in this game about hitting weaknesses. Turns out. Who could have guessed? Aw, yeah, more strength. Learn a Lek boost. I don't care about a Lek boost. Oh, now my body feels numb. That's fantastic. Oh, you want to change a skill. His skills are really good, though, so no. He looked disappointed. Oh, but he does want to talk to me. Thy valorous efforts have amazed me. I praise thee and shall give thee a sign of thine authority. Please take my true offering. Ooh, a Mahama Rock. I mean, I don't know if we'll really use that. Okay, do I have, like, a heal, a dis stun? Yes, I do. Thank goodness. Well, I think it's time for the ultimate example of a game that I changed my opinion on. If you knew me back in like 2016 to like 2020 or something, you would know about my arch nemesis, Fire Emblem Fates for the Nintendo 3DS. A mannequin is up to something secretive. Will you talk to him? But we're gonna learn more about that after this. Shit! A mantra demon! No! My spoon broke! He's trying to dig his way out of the jail. Look what you did. I was almost done digging, too. It's your fault. I needed that spoon. I demand you take responsibility. I know. How about you give me another one? The collector mannequin should be around here somewhere. He has just about anything. Find him and grab a spoon. You got that? Remember, you did this. I didn't do anything. I just talked to you. What the heck, man? Whatever. Okay, we gotta go find that collector mannequin guy from back in the sewers. I guess he got taken too. The collector mannequin? I saw him as I was being dragged here. He must be below. Oh, man. We gotta go find... Oh, we gotta go below now. I just know I'm gonna get lost. Okay, so my arch nemesis, Fire Emblem Fates. So, yeah, I was, you know, big Fire Emblem Fates hater back in those days. That's all I would talk about, I think, probably. No one is here. So, yeah, so these, like... rooms, this is where all the mannequins are being kept, but in the regular world they just look like regular ass rooms. My opinions on Fire Emblem Fates have changed quite a bit since then, in some ways. In other ways they haven't changed at all. For example, the story is just the worst. It's like not even remotely redeemable. It is kind of so bad it's good though. I will say I read through the entire story a second time, like, it's probably like 4 years ago now. I don't like to think about that, but I think it has been that long. And I had an amazing time reading the story. Not because it was good, but because it was just so funny. It is legitimately hilarious, the things that happen in that game's plot. That was a decent amount of EXP. We got 420 blazed. But it's not 420 yet. It is very close, though. Well, they said to go down, so, I mean, this, you know, we could jump off here. Things that I've changed my mind on, though. There are redeeming qualities to Fates. For example, I think it has the best class system in the entire franchise. And this is not where I need to go. I think it did a great job of fixing a lot of things that Awakening kind of struggled with. Oh, we can open this now. Man, all this is coming back. I remember being lost in here for so long, and I'm sure that's going to happen again. Well, now that's open, so if I flip it and then I go... Okay. But okay, the class system. The problem in Awakening is that you could just infinitely level up by changing classes. And, like, the entire game just kind of became a, you know, grind your classes forever kind of a deal. And I know that's fun, but I also think it creates this weird game design thing where, like, I feel like I should stop and grind classes because if I don't, then I'm gonna have to later. I don't know. It's just kind of weird for me. Should I jump in? Wasn't I just in there, though? But ultimately, it was very unbalanced. And the unbalanced stuff can be fun. But at a certain point, you know... it just kind of became a little too much. Oh, hey, look. Mizuchi. They were just talking about some Mizuchi. Do you expect me to join you? I cannot obey the weak. Oh, he's too high level. I'm surprised you could just find this guy in here, considering what's gonna happen later. He's below you or below me, buddy. That's not very helpful. Yeah, we're just gonna go back and forth until we figure this out. But a big improvement that Fates made to the class system is they made a couple of changes. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to jump through the hole in the ground. I think I'm just going in circles at this point. Oh, wait. Okay. See, here's the thing. This opened. What does that do for me? What does this accomplish, though, is my question. I'm sure it accomplishes something. I'm sure all of these are accomplishing something. What is it accomplishing? Beats me. But the way that classes work in Fates compared to Awakening is that now every character only has one alternate class they can change into instead of Awakening where like characters had two to start off. And then the avatar could just become anything. Whereas in Fates, you can choose just one class for Corrin to be able to change into. Also, when you change class, your level stays the same, which is a way better way to handle it. There are still ways to like end game level infinitely if that's something that you like through this new special item, but you don't get that item until incredibly late in the game, and in any casual playthrough, it's not going to be relevant. So I think it works out great, because hey, you know, if you want to grind forever in the post-game, you still can. But if you just want to play the game normally, it doesn't really intrude on that. I feel like I don't want to jump in there. This also means it's way harder to just stack all of the best skills in the game and call it a day. You have to be a bit more strategic with the way that you plan things out. But you can get more, like, access to more classes on a character. But the way you do it is it's through their S support and their A+ support. So you can get them 2 additional classes, but I think it adds like a whole new dynamic to like a whole new dynamic to like pairings, because you're not just pairing for the child stats or whatever. You're also doing the pairing to give that character a new class option, which I don't know, just it makes it even more fun to do the whole matchmaker thing, because now there's a whole extra dimension to it that I really like. And these guys are all weak to fire. I also really like my castle. You know, starting with like, you know, 3 houses and Engage, they have these big like hub worlds. But I think my favorite hub world is the Fates one. I think my castle, it's a lot more simple, but it's still really fun and customizable. It makes absolutely 0 sense from a plot perspective, but, you know, at some point you just stop caring about that with Fates. And hey, look, we finally got Diorama, let's go! I'm going in a circle again. You know what? Let's not press that. Maybe I just have to keep running around, or not. This looks like this is not helping at all. Ooh, that's a big damage. Oh, Bright Might, let's go. We're gonna be getting a lot of EXP at least. Lucky Find. Occasionally finds items on the Vortex World map. That's not... no. Why would I want that? Unless those items are secretly really good and powerful, and I just don't know. But yeah, I just think the class system... oh, wait. Okay, we're making progress. I think the class system in Fates is actually really well designed. I also love the way they rebalanced the pair-up mechanic, because in Awakening, it was just broken. There was no reason not to do it. The constant being shielded by your partner thing, and like constantly getting the team-up attacks, is just incredibly unbalanced, and it's also all RNG. There's no, you can't really plan around it, you know. For a strategy game to just have this broken RNG mechanic, not great. But in Fates, they rebalanced it to have the whole shield gauge mechanic, which is actually really fun and something you can strategize around, which is great. In general, I think that Fates' gameplay mechanics are really fun. That said, there is one massive thing holding the game back from me really, really loving it. And why I will never, ever really be that into it. And that is the map design. The story is one thing. You could just press the start button and it skips it. The map design in Fates, they tried to get just way too cute. It feels like the developers looking at you be like, look how cool and clever we are at our crazy, wacky game design mechanics. But in practice, it just is really frustrating. Fates has the most gimmicky maps in the entire franchise, and unfortunately it doesn't matter which route you choose. You know, my favorite is Conquest, but even that game's maps, especially in the late game, they just they're just awful to play, and it's really unfortunate because the base gameplay mechanics are so fun, but then the maps themselves are insufferable.
I know you! You're the demon I met in the Great Underpass! Huh? A spoon? I see. Okay then, you did help me with the bill and all. Yeah, I could give you my spoon.
You obtained the
While you're at
spoon.
it, would you maybe mind rescuing me? While you're at it.
Yeah, we'll get to that, but now I gotta go take this spoon to our new friend. So yeah, that's Fates. Definitely not my least favorite Fire Emblem game, even by a long shot. It's probably more like a mid-tier. If only the maps were better. Revelations has it the worst. That game is just one awful gimmick after awful gimmick. It really is something else. But now you can't even purchase it, so nobody has to suffer through Revelations ever again. The good ending, truly. So anyway, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, the game we're actually playing. You know, I stumbled my way over to the correct path. Eventually. Now I just have to remember where the heck I go next. So we gotta get back up there? 4th floor. But we're in a reverse world, so to go up, we have to go down? This is down. And then we gotta go down again, which we might be able to get to from around the long way. This hurts my brain. These enemies in here, luckily, aren't super scary. Like, we haven't had very much trouble with them, which is good. Use my medicine on my team and go down the stairs. Okay, wait, though this goes up. Oh, because it's the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, obviously never... Oh, my brain is not functioning. Hello, snakes that are weak to fire attacks. I will now use some fire attacks on you. Easy enough. Okay, I think we're close. So if we go this way, Now we should actually be up to the 4th floor, and now we can... Okay, we're back to where we need to go. Did you bring me the spoon? Yes. Whoa, this is one powerful spoon. The hole was dug instantly. This is incredible. I dug the hole in a flash. Alright, I'm out of here. See ya. The mannequin jumped into the hole. Okay, so now... if we turn the world back to normal and enter that room, there should be a hole in there. And that should progress us through the dungeon, in theory. Oh, come on. Miss, really? They'll, like, get hit by super effective move into dodge animation. Alright, another level up. We can go right up to 30. You know what? Screw it. Up to 30. Anti-elect? No, we don't need anti-elect. No-elect is pretty nice. Ooh, the party fully recovered. Look at that. It's beautiful. This is why we always Gamba. That's really nice, actually. I thought I was going to have to go back to heal. This place does have a major terminal. But the place we started at was a major terminal, so you can easily quick travel here. This is the hole that the mannequin jumped into. Jump in? Whee! Okay, so now we're in a new part. You can hear a voice coming from somewhere. Damn it, I was able to escape from my cell, but I need to defeat Mizuchi to escape from the barrage. Yeah, so we're hearing about this Mizuchi, but we've actually been fighting Mizuchis. The little ice snakes. But it sounds like there's a big Mizuchi who's the boss of this place. That's a lot of guys. Why are there Pretas in here? Why is there the early game Pretas that can just spawn here for some reason? Alright, what's around this corner? Okay, we're not where I thought I was yet. You hear a voice. Mizuchi! On the floor above, but in the mirage. So we have to be in the mirage to fight him, I take it that means. Does that mean this puzzle's not over? I think that means this puzzle's not over. Well, I mean, there's a save point. Arrgh! Stop it! Ah! Okay, no, this is definitely the like end of the dungeon, but we still gotta change it to Mirage Mirage World, Mirage Zone, the Chalk Zone. This is the Chalk Zone level all along. No one is here, but nobody came. Folks, that's an Undertale reference. No one is here. Me when I step on a Lego. It's quiet now. Oh, good. As long as it's quiet now. No one is here. I don't care. I'm checking every single one of these rooms. No one is here, unsurprisingly. Okay, let's go in this big door. You sense a strong power from beyond the door. Will you enter? Yeah, we'll enter. Mwahaha! You cannot see me, nor can you lay a finger on me from there. Fool, take this! You were knocked out of the room. Well, he didn't actually do any damage to us. But okay, we gotta somehow get back here in the Mirage. Oh boy, okay. Well, I don't even know where to start. Let's just go back down the ladder. I guess I do know where to start because there's only one way out of this room. But after that, I have no idea. We're gonna have to go look around, I guess. Gathering. Magic the Gathering. These guys aren't Magic the Gathering characters. Magic the Gathering characters are like Spider-Man and Avatar, The Last Airbender. Guys, when is the Demi-Fiend getting into Fortnite? Did I say that in a different episode? I'm getting like deja vu. Maybe I did say that in another episode. Or maybe I just thought it while I was at work or something. And I was like, what if the Debbie feed was in Fortnite though? Then I would play Fortnite. Maybe I did say that in another episode. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay, wait. So we opened this. So we gotta get to that stairway. Okay, wait. Maybe this is actually simple and I'm just dumb. Oh, hey, look, Nagas. Hey, look, they targeted the one person weak to electric. That's great. This is actually kind of scary, but not really, because we just saved, so if we get a game over, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we'll just use some fire. And maybe we could talk to this one. Dance till... Oh, we're at full moon. I should have known. Was not paying attention to the moon phase. Okay, so if we go all the way down... If we go all the way down to the mirror at the... Oh, hey, this is new. Hey, we fought you back at the... Oh, the moon is still full. We fought you back at the Mantra HQ. As one of the little mini-bosses. Get blocked. Unfortunately, I'm bound, but that's fine. we actually took a lot of damage there. Mostly because I didn't heal after the other fight. Okay, so now, use the stone on the mirror. Go into Mirage mode. And if I'm correct, we could just go all the way down to the end and then up. Maybe it's actually that simple? Okay. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, because down is actually up. So, now... Okay, yeah, this is where we're supposed to go. You there, I beg you to listen. You see those doors over there? Mizuchi, the boss of the prison, is in there. Defeat him and save Futomimi, please. Yeah, okay, we could do that. You sense a strong power from beyond this door. Will you enter? Yes. Damn you, pest. I think you can beat me. You think you could take me? Don't forget me. I'll tear you apart. I think his voice has changed like 3 times already. You think I'm just an ordinary Mizuchi? You're wrong. I'm gonna torture you. Okay, so this is Mizuchi. Okay, I guess I'm inflicted with status now. That's lovely. What status is this? Am I like confused? How do I get rid of this? Discharm, disstone, disstun. This isn't stun, right? No. Sacred water. Oh, bind, panic. Oh, okay. Sacred water. Cool. So Mizuchi is the boss of this place, and from what I remember, he's really easy. So, first off, he has a weakness. I haven't been pointing out weaknesses for bosses because bosses in this game usually don't have any weaknesses. But Mizuchi has a weakness, so instantly he's already easier than 90% of the bosses in this game. So Glacial Blast is a pretty strong ice move, but like... I don't know, it's not that bad. And it's especially not bad once we start just racking up fire move damage. Principality, we can actually show this new skill. So yeah, Diorama is just moderate recovery to 1. I'd really like an AoE heal, but you know what? This is just gonna have to do. Triple 4s. Well, let's actually use this turn to focus, because we only have half a press turn left. We can't gain another press turn. So instead of using the fire move, we'll just do that. Yeah, okay, see, this is a lot of damage. Let's Fog Breath. Try to start making this guy miss. I'm actually surprised he hasn't missed yet. Well, I think he maybe missed the Glacial... Well, he missed the Glacial Blast on some people, but I'm surprised that move hit. That was some good damage. Yeah, I'll use medicine. It's not a lot of healing, but you know, it's something. Standard attack, okay. Alright, now we're all healed up. Now we can just spam some fire moves. I'm feeling good about this. I feel like this boss is not hard, like, even a little bit. It's focus time! My favorite move. And focus again. See if we can do a ton of damage next turn. Huh? Are you getting bigger? Nah, it must be my imagination. Mirage! And dodge. Yes, Mizuchi is slowly shrinking. Not so big and tough anymore. The more damage we do, the smaller they'll get. Brutal Slash! Aguilau! You know what? I'm not even gonna focus. I'm just gonna lunge. They gotta be close to dead at this point. I swear you're getting bigger! Huh? You mean I'm shrinking? No, I'm shrinking! And also, they can't hit me! Almost there. Lunge. And dead. Very easy boss. You obtain the Magatama Miasma. The Mirage is disappearing. Thank goodness. I never want to have to put up with that stupid Mirage ever again. And we won't have to, because it's gone. Before we continue... Oh, hey, how are you guys doing? Free at last! We saved all the prisoners! Yay! I'm gonna save the game! Oh. Let me rest a while. Oh, we can't save. They want us to continue the story. Okay, fine. There's not another fight. I just wanted to save because, you know, instinct.
Ah, are you a human? No. A demon. I see. You are the demi-fiend I prophesied about. Thank you for defeating Mizuchi. Now we can finally escape from this prison. My name is Futomimi. You may know it already, but I can see into the near future. I've been waiting for you to come and save us. You, who are both human and demon. You may be interested to know that there is a young man trapped in the other room. It seems he came to see me, but he was also caught.
Not Skibbity Fortnite!
Ah, so he's your friend. You should see him then. I sense a strange energy in him. I am concerned about the other mannequins, so I must be going. Thank you again for saving us. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Futomimi left. He seems a little different than the other mannequins. He doesn't squirm around. What the heck? Where's this cute little mannequin twitch thing that they do?
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
What the heck, Skibbity Fortnite?
Don't tell me you came to save me. Too little, too late, don't you think?
No, no, he's going off the deep end too. Just like every friend in every SMT game. I could talk back, apologize, or I could just leave. The leaving is funny, so I'm picking it.
You're leaving? Sure, go ahead. I didn't expect anything from you anyway. It's obvious I can't count on you or our teacher anymore.
Hey, the Frizz is goated, okay? Don't talk to her like that, about her like that.
In this world. I'll have to survive on my own. When this world was created, I heard a voice that told me to search for the truth. At the time, I had no idea what that meant. While I was locked up in this room, it came to me. Truth isn't something other people can give. You have to find it within yourself. And I opened the way without relying on anyone. The Amal in that work. What I'm looking for is in there. An awesome power that'll lead me to the truth. I hear it. It's calling to me.
Fortnite disappeared. No! How will I spend my V-Bucks? How could this happen? Anyway, he seems like he's doing fine. I'm sure he'll just walk it off. Hey, look, a thing. Time to get the awful item. Yo, life stone. Let's go. Hey, look, another chest. Oh, hey, pearl. That's actually not that bad. And another life stone. Awesome. The mannequins.
I have come again to thank you once more. We mannequins plan to leave the area. Together we will find a way to live without suffering. Let me prophesy your future as a token of my gratitude. A man. At Ginza. It seems that there is a man waiting for you at Ginza. Go and see him. We must get going now. Again, thank you so much, if you'll excuse us.
Futomimi led the other mannequins out. Bye, Futomimi. I'm sure we'll see you again some other time. Well, I mean, that's all I had planned for today's episode. We made our way through the Kabukicho prison. We beat a snake. We met our friend Fortnite. And he started to lose his mind. But that's fine. So, next episode, let's go to Ginza and see what this mysterious man who wants to talk to us is. It's probably just our little reporter friend. That's the only other guy I can think of. Or is it Hikawa? Those are like the only other two guys that still exist in this planet. So, you know, next time we'll go figure all that stuff out. See ya!